Reject your sense of injury, and the injury itself disappears. Boastful speeches are the first sign of weakness, and those who are capable of great things keep their mouths shut. Dig within. Within is the wellspring of good, and it is always ready to bubble up, if you just dig. The things hardest to bear are sweetest to remember. The more honest men are, the less he suspects others of dishonesty. A low soul always presupposes the lowest motives for noble deeds. Someone despises me. That's their problem. Ignorance is the cause of fear. We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality. Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I'm about to criticize? The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs. A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. Do every act of your life as though it were the very last act of your life. We should not, like sheep, follow the herd of creatures in front of us, making our way where others go, not where we ought to go. Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. You are lonely, not because no one needs you, but because you care about who is next to you. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. The bravest sight in the world is to see a great man struggling against adversity. A man who suffers before it is necessary suffers more than is necessary. If you like being alone, it's a sign that you have inner strength and independent thinking. A man who likes being alone has more ability to appreciate moments of solitude, to enjoy the simplicity of life. It is not by muscle, speed, or physical dexterity that great things are achieved, but by reflection, force of character, and judgment. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself in your way of thinking. Anger, if not restrained, is frequently more hurtful to us than the injury that provokes it. Humans have come into being for the sake of each other. So either teach them or learn to bear them. Your enemies can kill you, but only your friends can hurt you. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. Your soul takes on the color of your thoughts. To bear trials with a calm mind robs misfortune of its strength and burden. A person's worth is measured by the worth of what he values. Get busy with life's purpose. Toss aside empty hopes. Get active in your own rescue. We live only now. Everything else is either past or is unknown. Stop allowing your mind to be a slave, to be jerked about by selfish impulses, to kick against fate in the present, and to mistrust the future. Silence is a lesson learned through life's many sufferings. Our plans miscarry because they have no aim. When a man does not know what harbor he is making for, no wind is the favorable wind. Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. Life is very short and anxious for those who forget the past, neglect the present, and fear the future. Life, if well lived, is long enough. Whoever does wrong, wrongs himself. Whoever does injustice, does it to himself, making himself evil. Be wary of the man who urges an action in which he himself incurs no risk. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Here is a rule to remember in future when anything tempts you to feel bitter. Not, this is misfortune, but to bear this worthily is good fortune. No evil propensity of the human heart is so powerful that it may not be subdued by discipline. Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Life's like a play. It's not the length, but the excellence of the acting that matters. True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. The mind that is anxious about the future is miserable. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Why should you feel anger at the world? As if the world would notice.